Bussin' with the Boys presents Slips and Picks 500. Led by retired diamond-level network marketer Chet Savage. Money Interpreter of the Year runner-up William Gekko. Theodore the Mule Jenkins with diversity and failing college dropouts who get no hose. The interns. You're watching the S&P 500, not the stock market one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Slips and Picks. I am your host, Chet Savage. Alongside me, as always, Willie Gekko, and to his left, Theodore Mule Jenkins, a.k.a. Michael Blackson. What's going on with the glove there, brother?
When you get units, you get tea time. Remember that. When you get these units, you get tea time, baby.
When you get units, you get tea times. Let's go to the interns real quick for a recap of last week, and I think if you bet with us last week, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with all three of these gentlemen here.
Thank you, gentlemen. Another impressive week by the three of you. Truly inspiring stuff. Once again, you have all made it off of the enemy list for a week, but it comes for everybody, so please be wary of that. Chet went 9-5 on the week. Gekko 8-5, and the Mule 9-5. So a lot of consistency, a lot of good things to look forward to. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, interns, as always.
Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the love, the
Appreciate your
individual
hustle.
love, the winning streak since I had that down week when I was out of the office.
You've really come back in a big way the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Again, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You got to be patient. You have to lean into the discomfort. And we're here to make some money, and we've been doing that collectively for the past few weeks.
Indeed.
The Mule, he's goated right now. He's the
goated.
king. He's the king.
He's goated. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Me neither.
The glove thing makes me a little uncomfortable, but I can get past that. Let's get into our buy or sell segment. I'm going to give these gentlemen 4 games. They're going to tell me who they're taking and why they're taking it. They can take the under, the over. They can bet this game however they want. The first game we're going to look into is the San Francisco 49ers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 49ers at this point are favored at -3, but they've dropped the last 3 games they've played coming out of a bye. Gekko, who are you going to go with this game and why?
Both teams on a bye week. I like the Niners because they're healthy. I think before they drop 3, right? We talked about, you've alluded to it as well. You know, they're not needing Kittle to score. They're not needing to use all these weapons because you got Debo, you got Christian McCaffrey. And when you look at CMC, and I got some nice data points here. Before they drop their last 3, CMC's touching the rock 25 times, 23, 27, 21. In the last 3 games now, and he's been a little unhealthy. He's touched the ball 14 touches, 15 carries, 12 carries. CMC's now healthy. You're going to get him the rock. You got Debo back. You got Trent Williams back. I like them in Jacksonville. The question you have to ask is, where's San Francisco weak? It's through the air. Trevor Lawrence, he could have a big day ahead of him. But I like the boys to get back on track. I don't think they lose 4 in a row. I just don't. I'm not buying it.
You believe
Niners.
in the boys out west?
I believe in the boys out west.
They got to cut through that humidity down in Jacksonville. Mule, where are you going in this game, brother?
Man, you know, let me give you something, man. The Jaguars is 6-2 against the spread, and the 49ers is 4-4 against the spread.
Time out. Where's the historic data?
Yeah, you're our history teacher.
Yeah, you're
Hey, look, that's next week. You know,
I signed up for social studies. I want to learn about what's been going on.
You're the favorite teacher.
I'm gonna get y'all that
It's
next
sold out
week.
to get in your class.
They played 130 times.
Yeah.
They're 65 and 65.
Hey, but that hit though, that 9-5 hit history lesson, boy.
Yeah.
But like I said, the Jaguars are 6-2 against the spread. Against the spread, they 6-2. The 49ers are 4-4 right now against the spread, and they 0-3 after they lost to Dallas. Is it the Dallas? Is it the Dallas white, red towel, blue towel, whatever the hell they
White
call
towel?
it? White towel.
It's like the opposite of Good Luck Chuck.
Is
Like
that-
you're not going to find your wedding after you fuck Chuck. Right? That movie with Dane Cook?
It's a great yes.
Right, now you flip it, now it's the opposite.
I like
I'm
that.
just trying to help you get there
No,
because you said they lost to
I
Dallas.
like that.
Right?
No, that's why we work together.
That's right, baby.
We bring it out.
But also they beat Dallas in a big way. You said they lost to Dallas.
Who?
You.
The 49ers?
What's that?
Yeah, the 49ers beat Dallas.
Yeah, they beat Dallas. And
that's
since
what
then
I'm
they've
saying.
lost.
So I'm going Jaguars, with that being said.
So you're really going data heavy into
Yeah,
this one.
Jaguars.
I love the data heavy. Let me give you a little data of myself, dude. When they have Deebo Samuels, when Deebo Samuel is healthy, they're actually 4-1 against the spread in a full game. Since he's been gone, they've dropped 3 since then against the spread, and that's what's making them 4-4. Now, you want a little history on these games. Head-to-head, the 49ers are 4-0 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I believe the first time they played was 2009. It was December. And they're 4-0 against the spread against Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's a real team. I think they're probably going to win the AFC South at this point. They're pulling away in a hurry.
Win streak?
They're crushing it.
Yeah,
They are crushing
nice.
it.
They're a good team.
But health is wealth, baby. And I think with the 49ers, when you're put together the way the 49ers are, you're going to win that game and you're going to cover the spread of -3. So I'm going with Gekko.
I feel like they both healthy. It's going to be a battle. We're going to see.
It's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be a battle. That's why the line's so
Brock's
close.
ready. Brock's ready. And Brock, there's a lot of stuff that gets thrown out about you in the media. A lot of people are the vessel for that voice. We're rocking with you.
Right.
Brock Purdy, time to get Brocked up this weekend.
That's our
below
guy.
the belt.
That's our guy.
Yes, sir.
Just messengers. Like the people that have said those things on this channel.
Just a messenger.
Just a messenger.
It's not plural.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Just
Singular.
one messenger.
There's
Because
been one
I get what you're saying
singular.
here. All right, let's move on to the Browns. They are playing Baltimore Ravens at the Ravens. The Ravens are favored right now at -6. Is Lamar Jackson, him, are the Ravens contenders? Deshaun Watson comes
That's what
back
we
last
hear.
week,
We hear
has
it.
a big game, and does really well. How's it doing? How's he going to do, Mule?
Well, yeah. What are you thinking?
I mean, you know.
'Cause I feel like you're more of the Ravens guy this year.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
you have been.
Yeah, I am. I'm Ravens this year right now. But I'll give you again. Let me give you what the Ravens are against the spread. They 5-3 against the spread. The Browns are 4-3-1 against the spread. So with that being said, Ravens, baby.
Yo, Ravens.
-6.
Ravens.
You just hit us with
points.
those stats, and now you're going to go
Ravens.
Ravens.
All day.
Why do you like the
You're going
Ravens?
opposite the stats.
I just think the Ravens is playing well with Lamar. They got the team going. He's controlling the game very well. The offense is putting points on the board, and the defense is controlling the game. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to have to say the Ravens is going to get it done. Against the Browns, especially they playing in Baltimore, that's a help.
Yeah,
They
when you
won
look.
7 of the last 3, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you look at the last game,
Seven last
they
10,
beat
excuse me.
Cleveland 28-3.
The last game.
Got beat them.
But I like the Browns.
I like the Browns.
Maybe the Ravens get away with a win. I just think it's a lot of points. I like the Browns. The theme of the year has been what? Myles Garrett, this defense.
Yeah.
Who's the common denominator in all this? Jim Schwartz.
Yep.
And I think that if anybody can game plan and kind of handle the Ravens offense, it would be Jim Schwartz. And I like the Browns. I like the Browns, man.
Yeah.
Watson played better last week. I know it was against the Cardinals, but they played better. They went to AZ. They shut them out. I like the Browns to keep it close, man. Maybe the Ravens get away with a win. The Ravens team right now is reminding me of that. It reminded me of the offense that y'all beat in what was it, 2019,
2019 divisional game.
Yeah, when they have momentum and they're winning, like it's tough to slow them down. But I'm going with the Browns. I like it. I like Bill Callahan in the run game. I think they get it going. They control the clock a little bit. It's gonna be a grimy game. I see it as a field goal game. I'm going Browns to cover.
I think it's going to be a grimy game, and I think both teams are going to hit the ground a lot. This is going to be a fast game. This game is going to be finished before all the other games, and that time slot's going to be finished. I agree with the stats, but I also agree that you should go with the Browns at +6. Deshaun Watson, 19 of 30, 219 yards and 2 touchdowns last week, sat out the entire fourth quarter. That's 3 quarters of work right there.
Against
the
Cardinals.
Yeah, against the
with a
Cardinals, but
bomb
he came back in a
quarterback.
way
In college.
that's like...
He was a bum. The quarterback, he's a bum.
Who was the quarterback?
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who cares?
But quarterbacks don't play quarterbacks. Quarterbacks play defenses, and the Cardinals' defenses aren't that great, but Deshaun Watson came back from a shoulder injury and looks a whole lot better. Here's where I think the real play is in this
The
game.
defense for the Ravens is nice.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Let's be honest.
That brings me to my point. Browns are 3-4-1 versus the total. Ravens are 3-6 versus the total. This is an under game.
What is the over
I'm
under
not
here?
touching
38.5 points.
it. I ain't even touching it.
It's 38.5 points. I feel comfortable knowing that these guys it's going to be a ground and pound type game. Both defenses are stout. Jim Schwartz, you talk about 2019 Titans, he was consulting for the Titans when we were able to scheme Lamar Jackson. They get a little bit of tape on him a couple weeks ago when they played him and they got dummied by the Ravens. Now they come back going to their own house with the opportunity to fix those mistakes. They've gone to the film. They've looked at it and said, hey, make him go east and west. Don't let him go north and south. This is an under game. This is 38.5, and I'm going to take the Browns as well at +6.
I'm telling you,
I think that's the move there.
Odell gonna have a game. He finally got in the end zone, got his feet wet. Watch, he feeling healthy, man. I'm telling y'all.
Odell. You back on Odell?
I mean, he was playing. He wasn't healthy. He's playing real slow.
He's been healthy in 5 years. No disrespect, I love Odell. I think Odell's fantastic, but it's like he's gonna ball
You
now?
ain't gotta say that. That's true. He ain't been healthy. So at the end of the day, You know, he's healthy finally.
And Zay Flowers is a monster.
Flowers is a beast right
He's a
now.
stud. And then there's all
And
this-
that 300-pound fullback,
Oh,
Ricard.
Ricard.
Jesus Christ, man.
300 pounds.
I mean, I'd
He's
put him
not
to
300
sleep,
pounds, but
he
he's
is.
Yeah,
big,
I mean, you
though.
fit the egg got no problem.
Yeah,
night, night.
He'll be eating through a straw when I get done.
If Will Compton is playing in this game, that's what you're doing first play of the game.
yeah,
It
set
doesn't
the
even matter
tone.
if it's a lead.
Yeah,
Set the
it's
tone.
just like replacements.
Yep.
You be watch
Right.
out, he cut a lot.
Kill
My
everybody.
money be cutting like he go through the whole
300
cut.
pounds. Catching the ball.
Let's hit the next game, boys. Do you mind?
Okay, yeah.
All right, we're going to go Saints. Saints are favored at -2.5. They're playing at the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, Achilles. Josh Dobbs comes in. Last week, bit of a controversy. Intern Jack, myself, told Gekko,
shake hands.
Dobbs isn't playing. You're an idiot. Don't take the over in the game. Don't take the over in the game. What did my boy do? Sent a little SOS, told the OC, you're going to let Dobbs spin it. What happens? There's an injury in the first quarter. I heard they're faking it, actually. Josh Dobbs comes in and says, this is what the cadence is going to be.
Do
They got
the
the headset.
thing.
They're going no huddle so that they can talk a little bit longer. And Josh Dobbs plays a hell of a game. Can he repeat being an underdog at home versus the Saints? Gekko.
You might as well finish your thought.
My
Go,
thought
go,
is
go
the Vikings will.
Yeah,
I was trying to set up a nice question there. A nice, fun question that we can all kind of jump into. But we can get into this. Listen, when the Saints are favored by 2.5 or more, they're 0-6-1 versus the spread. What are they favored by this week?
2.5.
2.5. Do I need to say anything else?
2.5. I don't do math, but
Josh
I do
Dobbs.
W's.
I do
Do
them
W's.
too.
Letters.
Do letters. We don't do numbers unless, algebra.
You throw a letter in there, I'll get
You
it
can
right.
throw a letter in
Y
there.
equals mx plus b.
Yeah.
You remember the
Yeah.
graph doing that? I failed that class twice. Mule, I'm going Vikings.
You're going Vikings? Well, let me give you something.
Go
Some
ahead.
data.
Go ahead.
This is why I show up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is why
Everyone,
everybody
all
shows
my
up.
guys out there with a portfolio with me, this is why they show up, because we get units. Doesn't matter how, we get them.
Tell them to comment that they love your data. To love your data. It's like say it in the comments. Tell the camera.
What?
Say, if you
Comment.
love my data, comment, I love the Mule's data.
You heard what he said, so comment. If you love our data,
I love the Mule's
comment.
9-inch
Hey,
data. Horny.
don't-
Let's go.
Hey,
It's that time of year,
Yeah.
Jack.
it's November. So, the Saints are 2-5-1 right now against the spread. That's fucking terrible.
That's,
the Vikings
that's
is,
not what they are. They're 2-6-1.
No, they're 2-5-1.
2-6-1.
Maybe you jumped in a later game, like another game on top earlier.
Yeah, also I'm looking at my data now. I don't think there's been 9 games played. I think they had a bye week. No, they played 9 games. Yeah, they're 2-6-1.
That's all right. Hey, stay focused.
Hey,
Don't
I read this offline, so if it's wrong.
I'm laughing because I farted.
And then the Vikings, like I mean,
just
what I
looked
say,
over.
where we at? The Vikings is 5-3-1 right now. So with that being said, with Dobbs back there spinning the rock, Tennessee's finest.
Yeah, that's a good pull. You're saying best quarterback in Tennessee ball
I
history.
never said that.
Arguably.
You're saying that right now.
I didn't say that. I said Tennessee's
Arguably.
finest.
Arguably.
Arguably.
To
Nah.
ever play the game of football.
I don't think so. But he will get the job done, you know what I'm saying? I like this guy. I'm going Vikings, man. Vikings all day. Get it done against the Saints. Even though the Saints got a great defense, I still feel like the Vikings got that momentum behind them.
So you're saying the Vikings are going to get it done.
Yeah.
Are you saying Vikings money line here?
No.
Oh.
I like the Vikings. Saints haven't covered in the last 6 games versus an NFC opponent.
Huzzah.
Josh Dobbs, if I had a trimmer here right now, I'd shave my eyebrows. I like the culture going on right now in the Vikings. You have a situation where Kirk goes down, Dobbs comes in. Everybody's kind of wondering what's happened. We talked about it last week. Quisenberry, he had to step in
David
the moment
Lee.
before the game. Shout out
the
David
boy.
Lee.
That's
He
the
had to be a
boy.
glass eater. You got foxhole guys. You come into that locker room after beating a decent Atlanta team. The vibes are high. They're wearing Kirko shirts. They're singing Creed. They're playing Creed in his absence. Dobbs is killing it. The boys are feeling good right now. They're trying to build momentum. They will build on that offensive concept because you know they had to be vanilla with Dobbs. I like the Vikings. And the Saints, they couldn't step on the throats of the Bears when they had every opportunity to. They only beat them 24-17. We're talking about the Bears here. That's why I like the Vikings. And they're at Minnesota. I love the Vikings.
I think he got a Pisha, though, my guy.
Propecia?
That's fine. I'm just saying to support. I'm just saying to support.
Yeah, but you know
you.
what they say about less hair. More aerodynamic.
No, he said he was going to shave his eyebrows. I said,
Yeah, to support.
Support.
To support, to be on the train, to the
throw it
Dobbs
up.
train,
Right.
to
just
be on
throw
the
it up,
Dobbs
baby.
train.
Just throw
Josh
it
Dobbs
up.
continues. What Willie Gekko is saying is Josh Dobbs continues this trend. There's not going to be an eyebrow in sight in the land of 10,000 lakes.
Oh, yeah. Or no, Kirko. Out of there.
Oh, you're saying Josh is taking over?
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, you think he's taking Kirkland's job?
Oh, yeah. Guy had
you know
2
how-
days.
you know how-
Guy had
you
2
know how-
days
Remember
of
last week he put his
practice.
hand on his shoulder. What almost happened? Almost died.
Guy had 2 days of practice, got it done. Kirko, can he do that?
Yes.
But don't forget, Gekko was leaning. Gekko was leaning on Kirk Cousins over 1.5 touchdowns, and it hit damn near every
You're
week.
talking about it.
I know he hit every
potential.
week, but they took that L too. though.
So we're all going Vikings.
Yeah.
And what was the AAA stat? 70%? And I think all three hit last week.
You saying when
love
they
that.
you saying when they went on 3 it was Kirk's fault.
Yeah.
You don't watch tape.
It's always the quarterback
It's
fault.
you exposing yourself.
It's
that you
always
don't
the
watch
quarterback fault. I've never been to a game where we lost and it hadn't been the quarterback fault. Even if he threw 7 touchdowns, we lost the game. Blame it on the quarterback.
Take a breath. Just take a deep breath real quick. Center yourself. Wim Hof.
Cowboys.
tape. Next game, you're on the next.
All right, the next game is Giants at Dallas playing the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored at 16.5. This game opened up at 10.
Oh my gosh.
This game opened up Cowboys favored at 10, and now it's gone all the way to 16.5.
That money's getting loaded.
That is getting a little bit wild. Now, the Cowboys have shown history of beating the teams they're supposed to beat and covering the spread. The teams that they're not supposed to beat, the teams that actually have winning records, they lose. They don't do well. They had an opportunity to beat the Eagles last week, but we saw yet again time management, strategic play in critical times. The Cowboys is the worst of all time. I'm not going to
So what do
finish
you
that
like?
thought.
They look
I'm
like
going to go
the
to
Dolphins.
Gekko. Because
You
I'll
get
be
a
honest,
thought going, keep it rolling.
I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you right now. In my notes here, it says -10. And I felt very comfortable with the bet I was going to place. Now I look over at the sheet sitting here on Wednesday as we're filming the show, and it says 16.5. Nerves.
Lot of points.
Lot of
I'll make
points.
you feel
That's a
comfortable.
lot of
That's what I
points.
need.
This, at first I kind of like, Giants 16.5, that's way too many points. But this is not a situational football game. The Cowboys are great with the lead and when they're having fun. Any of us could probably be the quarterback this weekend for the Giants. The D-line for the Dallas Cowboys will be riding in on horseback versus the Giants O-line, drinking their beer, taking their women. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, they're gonna have a blast going against that pieced together offensive line. I'm taking Dallas with 16.5. I got them covering. You can see this being. They beat them 40-0 in the
I
first
know,
game. You can
that's
see
what-
this again,
I know.
30-3. Or do the math. 16.
Who quarterback in this week?
Tyra Taylor,
Shit.
right? Mobile quarterbacks are always a little iffy.
Yeah, but bro.
Who? Waller's
Oh,
out.
is he? Oh, never been. That's.
Oh, that's all you need to hear?
Like Tyrod is
That's
solid.
who he throws
Tyrod
it to.
he's a solid and capable backup. But you look at what happened against the Raiders last week. Like that old line is pieced together, bro. I'm talking the right tackle's a third stringer. He just signed there 3
Yeah,
weeks
I
ago.
Yeah,
know,
but can I just say something to that real quick? The Raiders, they fire upstairs, they fire their head coach, and they go and they do what every team does when an interim head coach comes on. They win. They won a game. And all of a sudden they feel like there's a culture change. It's just a new spark. I don't know if the Raiders are going to keep winning.
What are you
I
talking
don't.
Wait, hang on, we're not talking about the.
I know, but I'm saying
I'm talking about how the Giants played the
Ra-
Raiders.
Is it because the Giants played bad, or the Raiders just had a new spark for that week? Because
They had a new
They
spark.
didn't like
And
their
the
head
Giants suck.
coach. Daniel Jones is out.
Dane Jones.
Who has
told-
sucked?
he.
So you're going Cowboys, Mike.
Cowboys minus 16.5.
Mule.
Where you going?
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Minus 16.
You
and a half.
Cowboys? The S&P tracker out there,
I know,
percentages are
I know,
high.
I know.
Maybe
Giants-
more than 70 now.
Giants are 32nd in the league in yards per game. They're 32nd in the league in passing yards per game, and they're 32nd in the league in points per game.
So you're going
All
Cowboys,
things
right?
pointing.
I mean,
All things are pointing.
the Cowboys is 5-3 against the spread.
I
Those
know.
games they lost,
And the
so-
Cowboys are averaging 37 points per game at
per
home.
game. I know they
At
only
home.
one time they went over.
All right, yes, I'm
They
moving. All
owe
right,
it.
all right. Decisions made.
I'm gonna go money line though.
Huh?
What? God damn it, bro. We're not. It's 16.5 points.
That is, yeah.
You're going money line?
Just 'cause
That's
I just
the
need
most
them to win.
asinine shit I've ever heard in my
I
life.
just need them to win, baby. That's it.
But what are the odds on that? It's
We're
like,
not keeping track of records, just our records. We're talking about units. If
No,
you take a favorite
percentages.
team at 16
JP, for the
and
love
a
of
half,
God, find those odds, bro. On money line minus 16.5.
They probably won't let you bet it.
We're going to lose all of our audience right now. These guys. They
You
just,
crazy.
Minus 1,500.
Oh, nah.
you got to place
Yeah,
1,500
we
bucks
just go to spread.
just to win $100.
No, I know.
No, Delanie, you have to say you're joking right now.
Yeah.
Say you were kidding.
Yeah, I'm saying we going spread.
All right, Cowboys across the board.
Heart rate jumped to 102 there when
Dude,
they said
Hey,
money.
I'm untouchable.
We gotta take a break. We're gonna take a
Who
break.
making the
We're gonna
most units?
We're gonna but you're not getting units with that.
Dog, we were
No, I
talking
know. I was
headline
just,
game.
that
You
was
guys-
just a fuck off.
That was a fuck off.
You trying to get me worked up.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, he did.
Because that did it.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit our parlay
Kirk
segment, the
Cousins,
Bet the Boys
Cowboys
Index
money
Parlay
line.
plus ETFFs. We need to cool down before we get after it, boys. We'll be back right after these messages.
Guys, I'm out of ideas. What are we doing for merch this week?
Bro, I don't know.
Dude, I actually have no idea.
Man, I wish there was just like a way we could get inside of the consumer's head. Whiskey and cigars on a polo.
Yeah, just a way to like plant the seed inside their head.
Dead hats, dead hats, dead hats, dead hats, dead hats.
Imagine if we could like hypnotize the customer.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Buy.
Welcome back to Slips and Picks. This is where we get into our parlay segment. The first segment is going to be Bet the Boys Index Parlay. We're going to take player prop bets, bundle them up together, and give you something nice to unwrap on Monday evening after the whole week is over. Gekko, we're going to start with you. Who are you taking this week and why, brother?
I love bye week. He's healthy now. Christian McCaffrey at Jacksonville. Anytime touchdown. We're going Christian McCaffrey, the great white hope. I am going CMC anytime touchdown, baby. The streak, matter of fact, I think he breaks a record. When he scores this weekend, he's breaking a record for touchdown streak.
If you don't do a fucking chicken dance, Christian.
We need the chicken dance.
Do the chicken dance!
Dude,
Shake
just
Shack.
imagine he scores and he just...
Hey, Delanie,
Hey,
do a chicken
wait,
dance.
no,
Do a chicken
fuck
dance.
you.
Do a chicken
For
dance.
what?
Delanie, do a chicken dance. Just do a chicken. Do it real quick.
You do the chicken
Real
dance?
quick, we'll talk about it. Real quick, we'll talk about it.
Christian's going to score and he's going to hit the chicken.
Shake Shack for a week. Shake Shack for a week. For a week.
Hey, you though, man.
Who you going with for your Bet the Boys parlay, Delanie? Or
Joe
the
Barrow.
Mule?
Joe Barrow over 1.5 TDs, baby.
No!
Joe Barrow.
That Justin Jefferson, that's that get back.
Yeah. You got me.
Hey, who are you gonna take?
I got a good one for you.
People that are watching this be like, why are they so upset? Why are things happening?
Yeah, they know
The Mule on here.
Yeah, the Mule took Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown in the sheet. Gekko obviously stole that, and then the Mule stole Joe Burrow over 1.5 TDs for me.
Jared Goff.
He was going Jared
Against the
Goff.
Chargers.
He
Jared
said
Goff.
Jared Goff over.
Over
Yeah, okay,
1.5.
I'm taking Jared Goff over 1.5 against the Chargers. I mean, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's not as safe as Joe Burrow.
Hey, different directions. We got to the right spot.
All three of them was good. I ain't gonna lie. All three
Yeah,
was
but
good, so-
CMC is as lock
But
of
that
lock
was
it possibly
a
can.
lockdown. I needed the Great White Hope to
Monday
save me.
night, Monday night, I get on the computer and I go look at it. I go to put in Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Mule's already been there. Hours.
Yeah, 'cause
Hours
you
before.
lost last week with Tyreek Hill.
Man, all white dudes. So we all go hit. I noticed that every time we do all white dudes, we hit. When I mix it
That's
up,
a nice
salt and
pool.
When I mix it up, salt and pepper, never hit.
When we get the Soul Patrol out there rolling again, we're sitting right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have we ever
I
gone
like
all,
that. The Soul Patrol parlay.
We have never went all black.
This is not the Soul Patrol parlay.
Soul Patrol.
This is the Soulless Patrol parlay.
No, this is Soul
White dudes.
Patrol.
Two left feet
They
parlay.
patrol. They patrol the soul.
No groove parlay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
They patrol the soul. Oh, I get it now. Hey, it took me a second, but I get it.
He did.
Patrol the soul parlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Y'all stupid.
What do you mean? That's funny. Good work, Gekko. Good work. All right, the next thing we're going to go to is our ETFF. That stands for Easy Team Favorite Fund. We're going to take teams that are heavy favorites, move those points down, tease them down for you, and then put it into a parlay. Before anybody else goes, I'm going first. I'm going Bengals money line. All right. Now that we're safe, we're going Bengals money line. Joe Burrow hopefully goes off for the Mules pick as well. 1.5 touchdowns. They've won 4-0. They're 4 in a row. They're going to continue that process against the Texans this week. Gekko.
Niners. I like the Niners. They're favored by, what is it, 3?
3.
3.5? Something like that?
3 versus
They
the
are away favorites, which that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm obviously rocking with them to cover. I like them. I like them money line. Niners money line for the ETFFs.
But you see what you did there.
What?
We had one block. We talked about the Niners, and we wanted to keep them out.
To tell you switch it, but
And then now we wanted to switch it to hit other teams. But you still went with the Niners. Pre-production meeting.
Niners. This is the ETFFs.
Neil, who you got?
sign language. There you go.
The Soul Patrol.
I'm going Colts. They playing the Patriots.
Team's dead.
He's dead.
Dead.
I thought was it a player yelling at Belichick on the sideline? 41.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was.
41 is a 4-string number too.
Yeah, he was cussing him out.
That's
Dog
a wild
cussing
shot
him.
at the boys in the 40s.
41.
I don't know. He kind of good. 41.
I don't know who that
He
is.
got the
I don't
long
know who that
hair.
is.
The white boy with the long hair.
You're saying 40 numbers
I just know
are 4-string.
when I was around the boys during scout team period, and the linebackers would be sitting in the corner, guys with 40s would be getting busted up on because they got 40 numbers.
Yeah.
That's where that comment's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from.
no, definitely.
That has nothing to do with 41. However, if he was yelling at Bill Belichick, he probably got cut.
Yeah, him.
Tell you what,
That
you
sounds
talk
white.
about the Patriot way and
He
the
white.
culture that
White what?
the Patriots build.
White
He's a
DB.
DB. Look where he is in the depth chart.
He started.
9 tackles on special teams.
Oh, on special team. Oh, okay.
He ain't yelling at Bill Belichick.
He was.
Bro,
Promise you, bruh.
pull the clip.
Pull the clip. Put the clip up. But here we go. Colts is 4-3 against the spread. Patriots is 2-7. So I will be going Colts. Colts.
You doing the
like
spread?
Yeah. Because it's easy team favorite. I don't need to do money line on this one.
Flip that. You should do the money line.
This
because we're
happens.
doing
No,
easy
because
team
I
favorites.
make more
Truly
money.
every week.
Now we talking about units. So now
Spread is 1.5.
Oh, spread's
Yeah,
1.5 now?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So money line.
what's the money line?
No, because we're doing a parlay. Dude,
I can't.
it's week 10.
It's truly. It's every week.
He's 60%.
I know, but it's every week.
Yeah, trust me, I'm good at spread.
This started when you left. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When you were at HQ, this is where this whole I'm not doing the money line because it's easy team favorite fun, which
It was a big thing, bro.
it still is.
I know.
You're still doing it.
I know.
Are you taking the money line or are you doing minus three?
He's just
I'm
saying he's
taking
taking the
minus
points.
three.
He's taking minus.
Minus one and a half.
Right. All right.
Minus 1.5 Colts.
Yeah.
You better pray to God that hits.
It's gonna hit.
For the entire parlay,
Plus what?
plus
Yeah.
376. Lock it in.
Trust me, man.
All right. We're
I
gonna take
am golden out here.
I mean,
take-
your
I don't-
numbers. You see, you're 60%.
I give golden
You're one of
showers.
one right now.
Yeah.
So but it scares me with the thought process you have. Obviously, everybody gets there in their own ways, but that way is wild. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna hit our pump or
Outside
dump
of the
segment
box.
right after these messages.
Just keep striking out. Another holiday season. No hoes. No hoes? What do we need to do? At this point, we might as well give up.
Oh, here, just take it. I'm the ghost of Christmas Riz, here to get you bitches.
How do we do that?
Watch this.
Oh, these sweaters are awesome.
How do y'all feel?
I feel rizzier than ever. Let's see if, I feel rizzier than ever.
Say, where'd you get these?
You can find us at store.barstoolsports.com/Bussin with the boys.
That's awesome. Hey, let's go talk to some girls. Welcome back to Slips and Picks. We are doing our pump or dump segment. I'm going to give these boys games and totals. They're going to pump it, taking the over, or dump it, taking the under. The first game we're going to look at is the Jets at the Raiders. Raiders' new life, maybe, maybe not. We don't know yet, but we know the energy's high when Max Crosby was on Bussin with the boys. On Tuesday afternoon, the total number on that game is 36.5 points. Mule,
Pump.
we're pumping that game?
Pumping it. Pumping
Okay.
it. The Raiders got life. I feel like they're going to show out for my guy. The Jets, I feel like can put points on the board too. If
You sure about that?
What data shows that?
Yeah.
my data.
Did you
Jets, they can score. No, they can't.
No, they can't. Man, I'm trying to feel good about
I
this
know.
shit. I'm trying to feel good.
But
I'm pumping mine.
I like the dump in this because I love the Jets defense. Raiders, yeah, they could have had that first game spark. I think they slowed down a little bit scoring-wise. Again, they were playing the Giants last week. Like, this is a Jets defense. I do think the Raiders win this game, maybe. I'm not fully sold on that. But neither team, I don't think, is going to have enough to get over that 36.5. Jets, sure
give
should
them
not.
give them the stat. No, they haven't scored more than 20 points except for.
Yeah. So,
That's
I thought I
one
said that.
team.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying the Raiders,
They scored
But again, the
27.
sample size now, you're with Antonio Pierce. They've scored 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
sample size. That's one game.
But again, Josh Jacobs, he was going crazy. This Jets defense is different.
Yeah, definitely.
The Jets defense is nasty,
Definitely,
bro.
definitely.
If the Raiders win this, it's going to be like 17-14. Jets aren't going to score a lot of points, especially if they get behind in the game like last week. Chargers.
Did you watch the Chargers game?
Yeah, they score a special teams touchdown, and Zach Wilson is not a quarterback who's going to like get you out of that hole. He's got to be a team that plays with the lead.
You got to play with the lead and you got to win the ball.
Yeah.
Time
true.
management.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's going to be.
yeah.
That's why I think it's going to be under.
Raiders are 2-7 versus the totals. They're 1-4 in their last 5, and the Jets are 3-5 versus the totals. This is a dump game. This is a dump game all the way. All right.
It's like 100% dump.
It's 100% dump.
Y'all say that.
We shouldn't
every
say
week,
that. We
and
shouldn't
then
say
I'll
that.
Never
Why is
miss.
that?
Because if we guarantee, then it's over.
It's 99% dump.
Yeah,
99%. Do you want to change or you want to
No,
stay?
hell no.
I love that. I love that. Commanders are at the Seahawks. 45.5 points is the total in that game. Seahawks, after an abysmal loss last week, absolutely got
Dog walked.
versus the Ravens.
They did get put on a leash.
It
which
was
tough
tough.
to see.
It was tough.
The
That had to
Seahawks
be
are-
a long-ass plane flight back to Seattle.
Definitely.
45.5 points. Mule, you're crushing it. Go ahead, keep going.
Dump.
Okay.
I'm rocking with them. Dump.
I'm
think-
gonna.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the Commanders score a little bit. Seahawks get back on track some, but it's 45.5. Like, I think at Seattle, the defense will learn from some of their, some of their bullshit last week. I'm dumping.
I think Sam Howell's made a big jump in the last couple of weeks. The last 2 games, he's had 325 yards and 397 yards. The point totals in their last 2 games versus the Eagles, they scored 31, and versus the Pats, they scored 20 points, and that's while going 1-4 in the red zone. That's awful. The Commanders sell away their entire defensive stars, right? Yeah. Montez Sweat gone. They give him a bag at Chicago.
Yeah.
That they literally could have gotten free agency without giving up draft picks, but that's for a different time. Chase Young gets sent all the way to San Francisco. They already had holes and they were already giving up big chunk plays. I expect that to continue more without having the star-studded ends on both sides. This is a game here where even though the number is so high, I'm pumping this game. I think the Commanders are showing themselves as a team that can start to score points, and the Seahawks, after getting embarrassed the way they did, need to come back in a big way, and that's going to be a big key for Pete Carroll this week. So I'm going to pump that thing. Texans at the Bengals. Points on that is also very high, 47.5 points. Texans, 5 touchdowns last week, 475 yards, 78 yards from C.J. Stroud. Bengals, 4-game win streak. Joe Burrow is throwing 2 or 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games, each game. So I want to hear what you boys need to say.
I'm pumping. I think C.J. Stroud, he had a masterful game last week. I think he even played better than what the stats showed. Dude almost had 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. I like this to be a high-scoring game against Cincinnati. Texans are coming alive, man. They can score points. They can move the ball. Like you thought it was over when Baker drove the ball down and scored to go up. What was it? 3 or 4?
3. It was 33.
But then you got 40-something seconds left. C.J. Stroud goes all the way down and scores. I like the Texans.
32,
I think
38.
I like. What's the spread here? It's like 7, right?
Yeah, it is high.
6 or 7. Give me the we're pumping.
Are you gonna take a team in that?
No. Matter of fact, I am.
I think
Texans.
the
Texans to cover.
You taking this game too?
Yeah, I'm taking the game too. I like the
I
game.
put
I like the
them in
juice on
something.
this game.
You like it in juice, eh?
I like the Texans, man. I love Stroud.
Are you
But
taking
Joe
the
B, he's
Texans?
nice.
Over the Bengals?
I'm taking the Texans to cover.
Oh, okay.
Like
What-
Bengals
what-
can
what's the
still
number in
win,
that
but we're
game?
talking
Yeah.
6-7 points.
6.5.
6.5? Yeah, 6.5. I'm taking Texans with the points. Put me in on that,
You
Steven.
pumping or dumping?
Pump. I like everything you said. I concur. I feel like this is going to be a high-scoring game. Both teams can throw the ball. Both teams like to put the ball in the air, so I feel like it will be over 47.5. So pump it.
Yeah, Texans are. Here's the issue. Texans are 3-5 versus the totals. Bengals are 3-5 versus the total. Texans are coming along. There's no doubt about it. It's hard for me to see C.J. Stroud having a similar game that he did back-to-back weeks, 5 touchdowns. I just don't see that happening.
So you're dumping?
I'm going to dump this game. I am. I think the points are going to be too high. I think the Bengals are going to play well on defense. I think what are the two white boys on the edge? Hendrickson and poor man's J.J. Watt. Hubbard? Yeah, I think Hubbard. I think they're going to play good ball. I think they're going to get to the quarterback, and I think it's going to be a dump game. Yes.
Who was that?
You checking in? Maybe our delivery.
Our
burrito
delivery for sure.
delivery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's
How are
go
the
to
numbers? Fruitful.
Underdog segment. Dogs. We are going to take teams that are underdogs this week, and we're going to pick them to cover the spread in this situation. Mule, who you going with, baby?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Going Raiders, man. Raiders against the Jets. Taking Raiders plus 1.5.
Okay, why don't you just take the money line? Get a little risky.
Get risky.
You want to get risky on the most conservative parlay, which is the ETFFs, but you don't want to get risky for the underdog.
That's why the Mule makes units.
You're talking about plus 1.5.
That's why I make units, son.
Let's not forget how some of these units have been made.
That was 1 week.
Some advice.
1
some
week.
tips.
I said, let me see what my boy was doing. Gekko was looking really good out there. I jumped on board. Right?
I see I got my work cut out to put together a full montage of some of these, Okay,
But
plus
what-
1.5.
Gekko, where are you going?
I like the Lions money line at Chargers, at LA in LA. I love this pick. I think the Chargers, they beat the Jets' ass. But again, to me, this is that whole situation of I'm not going to say a 4, but a 6 that looks like a 10 right now. I think they put it on the Jets. They were able to take advantage of some special teams, big plays to start the game. I love this to be a Lions money line. I think this is free money, to be honest.
free.
I love the Lions
I
in this
love
situation.
the confidence, the way you're talking
Yeah,
right now.
I love this.
Call me a hopeless romantic. I'm taking the Titans. Plus 1.5 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got embarrassed with the way they played against. Well, they actually played pretty decent against Houston. Not their defense, but their offense got embarrassed. Flip that. Their defense got embarrassed. I think the Titans are going to go. They've officially called Will Levis a starting quarterback. It's official changing of the guard in Nashville, Tennessee. It's piping hot out here. The energy's high. The fan base is essentially back to high vibes after essentially a year of being in the dumps. And for that reason, this is the perfect week not to take the Titans. By the way, this is the week you don't take the Titans when the vibes are so high, and all of a sudden they think we're going to win the Super Bowl.
But they're underdogs.
They're underdogs, and I'm going to take them plus 1.5.
Against the Bucks.
Against the
come
Bucks.
here.
Hot.
The Bucks is coming
Underdogs
here.
No,
at
I thought
home.
it's
Underdogs away.
It's away.
It's away. It's at Tampa. Hot.
Hot.
Isn't that hot in Tampa?
Bro,
this
we
time?
practiced against them
Yeah, it's hot.
in 2020,
It's humid as hell.
2021.
You did what? You practiced there in August.
Yeah.
No, but even when
But
we
it's
play
Tampa,
there,
it's always hot.
Yeah, it's always
Somebody
hot.
check the weather.
What's the weather in Tampa this week?
Gekko, also, the Lions are not the underdogs.
On Sunday, the high is 82.
Hold on,
They're not?
time out. We can move on. We can
Wait,
move on for the
whoa,
weather.
whoa, whoa,
What what'd you say, intern?
Whoa.
The Lion must have moved.
What'd you say? The Lions are not underdogs?
One, it's 80 degrees in Tampa right now.
That's hot.
It's not that hot.
The
It's
humidity,
100%
the
humidity.
humidity, though, yes.
Humidities.
You built different being from Missouri. What'd you say with the Lions?
They are not the underdog. It is 61% humidity in Tampa right now.
Just right now.
You know what? Yeah,
You
61%
sweat.
humidity.
You
Just to
sweat.
get off,
That's
just to get
not
off
bad.
the topic of.
You
But
still
let's get back on the topic
sweat.
because I did this a few weeks ago and all of a sudden you wanted to crucify me.
Yeah, no, I'll switch it. Like I wasn't aware. Like, I'm
shocked
not
that
going
you
to sit
don't
here and try to be
don't
like,
get
oh,
the
I'm
facts
still
right.
going to stick with it.
I'm shocked you even
can't
thought the
stick with it.
Lions
They're
was
not-
the underdog against the Chargers.
You know what you should do?
Since they were at LA and LA had a big win, for whatever reason, I thought that was the minus 2.5 number was next to the Chargers. That's my mess up. That's I messed that up. That's on me.
The Chargers beat the Jets, right?
Yes.
That won't give them no pull.
They're at home.
Who?
Give me a minute.
The Chargers.
Who you like as an underdog?
Delaney, how was your weekend?
JP?
It was great, man. Got to travel.
Where'd you go? Did you go?
I went to Central. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good, man.
Take some
the
Jennies
dub.
down out there?
See some Jennies. Seen a lot of Jennies. They got the dub though.
Were people noticing the Mule?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
They love the show.
Do they really?
They love busting with the boys the most though.
Give me Vikings.
What are the odds on that?
Minus 2.5.
Glad you could join us. All right, we're going to take it. So I'm going Titans. You're going
Vikings money line.
The Mule is
Raiders.
going Raiders.
He's going, yeah.
Money line?
No.
No, he's going with the points.
Okay, he's going with the points.
My money line is even though. That's why I only
That's all right.
reason
Same
why.
with the Titans. Titans are even also on money
Yours?
line.
Yeah. I'd rather just make
Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're talking Monday Night Football right after these messages.
Hey, you there. Did you know that it's Friday Ride? With superior selections of WhistlePig's quality whiskey that was created deep in the hills of Shore, Vermont, there's a little something for everyone to kick off your weekend of football. Wife yelling at you about the chores? Haha, not anymore. It's Friday Ride. Friends mad that you won't come to their wedding in the middle of football season? Shut up. It's impossible to be mad when you have a bottle of Whistle Pig whiskey in your hand. Choose between their award-winning 6-year piggyback rye, their 10-year rye, or even their Bussin' with the Boys bourbon that'll have you wanting to celebrate every day of the week. You can buy it all at whistlepigwhiskey.com or shop at the nearest Whistle Pig retailer. For the pig, Whistle Pig.
Welcome back to Slips and Picks. We're going to talk Monday Night Football. The game, Monday night. Denver Broncos at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored at 7.5. The number on that game is 46.5 points. Gekko, let's hear where you're going with this game, brother.
I don't know.
That's fair. It's a fair point.
I
don't know. Where you going? Give me something.
Give us
I'll
history
save
lesson.
today, man. Look, the Bills is 3-6 against the spread. The Broncos is 2-5-1 against the spread. Correct?
Yes.
Just making sure because you the data guy. So I will be going Bills with the under.
Bills to
Bills don't
cover
have
with
an
the
identity.
under.
Yeah, huh?
Bills don't have
They
an identity.
don't, but they play, man. I mean, they're fucking playing the Broncos.
The Broncos have been getting better.
They
They
have
beat the
been.
Chiefs.
Well, you gonna say the Chiefs are bad right
No,
now?
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
You was about to say something.
You're about to go off right
I
there.
was about to go off at first. Taylor Swift was not at the game.
She was at the game last week in Germany, and
I
they
know,
still
but
won.
they had Tua messed that whole
You
game.
hate Tua.
No, I love Tua. He just cost me some bread, and he blown that game. He blown it. You know what I'm
Units.
saying? Units.
It's not personal, it's just business.
It's just business.
But you're taking the Bills
business.
minus 7.5?
Are you going Broncos with the
I don't
points?
know. I'm in the same position as you.
Yeah, I didn't know. This was
is
a
one of
hard
those
one.
games, yeah.
This was a hard one, but I went to my data guy, my cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Love Vinny. Tell him hello.
guy.
I'll tell him hello. He's watching, I'm sure. Bills under.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go both of those. I'm going to go Bills to cover in the under. I do think they're struggling
They
identity-wise.
do. They are.
But I still think the Bills are a playoff team. They just
too.
got to get it figured out, which I think they do. It's almost better to be in this position right now this year than they were last year, where they're just the MVPs of the entire regular season, then they fall down in December. I'm going to say it's going to swing their way. They're going to start finding a rhythm, and I'm betting on the boy Josh Allen. I'm going to go, Bills minus 7.5, and I'm also going to go under.
Are you gonna put those into a little parlay or just two
No,
single
standalones.
Yeah, don't put them in a
Standalones, yeah.
parlay.
How'd you bet?
Yeah.
I like that. Listen, for the sake of the AAA, 70%, whatever that is, the tracker tells us, I'm going Bills and I'm going under as well. That's fair. I think that's it, yeah?
Great show. Leave comments, guys.
Leave comments.
Leave them, especially for the Mule.
You love the Mule's 9, what was it? 9-inch data?
Data.
Comment that.
Data log.
You guys have a great day. We'll see you next week on Slips and Picks.
Welcome back to the Penny Slips Parlays. Once again, we were one team away from hitting, and it seems to keep happening each week. But we're knocking on that door, and this week we're breaking that door down. We got our enemy list.
Yeah, it's really just us. We are becoming the identity of the enemy list. We're gonna run through some parlays. We're gonna get you some money in your bank, and then you do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. I'll go ahead and start us out with my parlay. And no, that is not a mistake. It is the parlay because it is all of the B teams in my parlay. Ooh. For the first off, we're doing Chicago Bears money line. We're doing the Cincinnati Bengals money line. We're doing the Baltimore Ravens money line, and we're doing the Buffalo Bills money line. Parlay that up, it's 276. So some pretty easy numbers, but a lot of favorites to hit. But it is the official first parlay.
And with it being the first official parlay, it is also undefeated on the year so far.
Yeah, 100%.
We have not lost in the parlay. My parlay is the CDs TDs touchdown parlay.
Let's go.
And we are going with a Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. We're going with a CMC anytime touchdown. And we are closing it out with a Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. I don't have the odds on that yet. They're not in. Rumor has it Vegas, they heard what I was doing. They're trying to knock some odds down, not make it very profitable, but sit tight, and we'll win this one.
I love it. A lot of word Wordplay, word parlays out here on the desk today.
Hey, fellas, just want to say thank you for the information. Go ahead and spend it on whatever you want.
Thank you, Chet.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chet.
Have a good one, fellas.
Thanks. Routine stuff. Let's go ahead and move into our team parlay. Once again, we've been one off so many times, and I feel it this week. I truly do. In this $1,000 suit, I feel it. And we're gonna start off hot with a Ravens -6.
And we will continue the hotness with the Bengals -6.5.
And then to cap this one off, we're riding the Pastronaut, aka the Chocolate Rocket, aka Josh Dobbs and the Vikings +2.5. You take those odds and you're gonna get a really beautiful +606. You know, that's the prime time juice for a parlay. So we love those numbers, love those odds. Before we move to our final segment, we're gonna keep doing it and we're gonna parlay the entire board for the week, starting with the Buffalo Bills on Monday night. We're taking them money line, even though we should have saved them for last. So Buffalo Bills money line, Chicago Bears money line, Indianapolis Colts money line, Bengals money line, Ravens money line, 49ers money line, Vikings money line, Steelers money line, Titans money line, Lions money line, Falcons money line, Cowboys money line, Seahawks money line, and to wrap it up, we're taking the silver and black Raiders money line. I believe those odds are 65,000 and change. So
Healthy.
Healthy.
Healthy odds.
Let's move on to our favorite, and I don't know what our record is, but I'm sure it's close to undefeated.
Yeah, I think we've only had 2 losses. And this week, our options would be Falcons and Cardinals, Titans and Bucks.
You know, just from a color scheme, why don't we go Titans and Bucks?
Good call.
All right, obviously Titans and then the Bucks. If it goes down to it, we'll have to hit the replay, but let's hope it's a clean fight. Good luck.
Wow.
Hey, you know what they say, tighten up, baby. It's trust the data, trust the Titans, trust Vrabel, trust Will Levis, trust Derrick Henry, trust anybody unless they are from Tampa. Don't trust them. You know what they say.
Trust us, most importantly. That's what they say. Everybody that's watching, put your hands in.
Cue that outro music.